Hi guys, my name is Anastasia. This is a very long overdue video. This is a trip I took with Lola, my French Bulldog, from London all the way to Barcelona. So we had a lot of stops, a lot of trains, and it's just a fun little footage that I wanted to share with you. If you're traveling with a dog, maybe some tips will be helpful, or just you can see how fun it is to travel with a dog. Because I live in London, we started our trip from London to Folkestone in a train. And Lola doesn't have to be in a bag in British trains, but I thought it's nice for her to get used to it. So sit back, relax, enjoy this video of our crazy adventures. Okay guys, a little update. We made it to Folkestone. Just have about half an hour break before we get the driver, the girl who's going to Calais, the French city, through Eurotunnel. So she's picking us up in the car and hopefully we'll be there tonight. Now having a little walk, trying to make her go to the toilet. Lola's been very good on the English train from London to here, because on English trains you can do whatever you want to. She was a bit nervous, I think, being in the bag, because I tried to make her get used to it, but it's okay. She's been farting a bit too much for my liking. Lola, you little farty poo-poo. Yeah. Freaking finally! God, it took about 25 minutes, guys, for Lola to do a toilet, because she just wouldn't do anything in a new place. So far, annoying thing number one is rolling a big suitcase with Lola everywhere, because she's curious about new surroundings and just wouldn't do the toilet thing, but it just wouldn't do her business. So I just spent 25 minutes cruising around the station trying to find a spot that she likes and that's appropriate for her. Yeah, my arm is getting good workout of rolling my suitcase, because it's super dirty and muddy outside. She went to the toilet and she was completely covered, so I had to wipe her paws with baby wipes, and now she's gonna stay in the bag until we get a pickup.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Straightforward.
Thank you.
Oh my god, that's so easy.
A bit too
Lola,
easy.
you're through.
I think letting them out. So it feels like a ferry.
Yeah. You're a bit shaky. Lola. Lola, you're driving? You excited? You're French Bulldog in France. Thank you. Hi, freedom!
That's it! We're in France!
Yay! So they're gonna check our passport again, or?
Probably. Possibly. He doesn't know.
Probably doesn't even realize what you're doing. Yeah. So we just checked into our little hotel. Lola is here. Lola is excited. The journey was so good. The girl is super nice. We were like chatting, laughing all the way through. So I definitely recommend BlaBlaCar. Okay, let's find our room, Lola. Let's find our room. Ooh. On the floor. What's there? Is our room? Ooh. Oh my god, it's so cute. Wait, I'll let you off. Wait. Ooh, we made it. Oh my god, look how cute it is, guys. Oh, we have nice double bed. Nice bathroom, shower, towels, wardrobe, TV. Oh my god, and a kettle. This is a lifesaver. Yes, we both have dinner now. Now Lola is gonna have dinner, long-awaited dinner. Very excited. So now just having my next meal. I'm pretty shocked how easy this journey was. The girl who was driving us was super nice. She's my age, only 35 minutes in the tunnel. And before we got into the tunnel, they checked our passports. They didn't even check Lola's passport. We told them we have a dog, they didn't even care. It's like they don't even check the car, they don't care. Maybe we have 10 dogs inside. So we're joking with the girl saying like, wow, they just don't care about pets leaving the UK. And apparently when you come into the UK, they're more strict because they have certain paperwork to check. But nobody checked if she was chipped, if she had a pet passport. Nobody cares. It's so funny. I was really worrying for nothing. But we'll see how things are tomorrow, because we'll be traveling on French local trains and then on a fast one from Paris to Barcelona. We'll see how that goes. But so far so good. And I have to say, traveling with the dog is so much fun, because you see her reaction, sniffing around, looking around. So much fun. Somebody is having fun in our cute little hotel room. We're staying overnight in Calais. Very nice dog-friendly place. She had dinner. I got her this foldable little bowls. And Lola is having so much fun. Out for an evening walk. Lola is finding some grass patches to poo-poo. Lola is sniffing around. What are you eating? There's a massive grass patch next to the hotel. There's the hotel. You probably can't see it, but I'll put a link below. And it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, to be honest, but the air is really fresh. So yeah, we're just walking. We're in the middle of nowhere. Found like a little wild road. And freedom! I love feeling of having no buildings around us, just some fields. Of course, hotel is like 5 minutes away, but it's just nice to be free from everything, you know, in a different country. Even though it's half an hour away from the UK, it just feels very different. And I love that. I love traveling so much. Made myself some nice green tea. And Lola is not really sure what's going on. We went for a walk, now I have French TV on, and I put a blanket on from the hotel and her blanket on top. And of course she has that travel bag. I think she's just not sure what to do, where to lie down. But she is not allowed on the bed, that rule always stays true. So she needs to be well behaved. But I might put a pillow or something softer under that blanket so she can sleep cozier. Otherwise, rule is a rule. Yes, you've been such a good girl today. And Lola is chewing on her antler. Getting cozy. Yes. Okay, we made it to the morning. It is the sunrise. Oh, you can't really see it. Oh, so now it is about 5:30 a.m. I went to bed at like 2 or 3 in the morning because at midnight or at 11, after having a look with Lola, I went to the reception and asked them if I can order a taxi from here to the station because it's like an hour walk to catch a train to Paris. And he said like, oh, there is no taxis, sorry. And I was like, whoa, what do you mean no taxis? So I stayed up all night trying to call somebody, trying to find a taxi, and I just couldn't. So I set up my alarm super early this morning at like 4. We can just walk or maybe reschedule our train. But then I went for a walk just now and the receptionist told me that they did order a taxi. Yes. So we're leaving in 15 minutes. They're so sweet. I'm so happy. Otherwise we'd be stuck here. So this was the most stressful part so far. Me thinking that I can't get to the station or have to walk 1 hour in the rain with a suitcase and Lola because there's just no taxis at this time of hour. So we just made to the Calais Freton, and it's actually a stop for Eurostar as well, but we're taking the TGV train. And we are the first ones because I think they opened the station at 6 o'clock and now it's like 5:02. But it's better to be early. Our train is at 6:25 or 29. So yeah, just as expected, there's nobody inside. And the taxi to here was like 30 euros for 10 minutes, which is ridiculous because again, it's such a middle of nowhere. So the taxi had to come from another little town to here. It was cheaper to take Eurotunnel on BlaBlaCar than to come from one place to another here, but yeah. Ooh, so pretty. Now they put on the lights. I think it opens in like a minute. Just collected our ticket and you can see in the corner it says Anastasia and then one Shin. One doggo. Okay, we made it across the platform. Thank God they have lifts everywhere, so it's very easy. I already put her in the bag in case they become picky. And this is our train. I think it has 2 floors. How exciting.
Boulogne-Saint-Péry et Boulogne-Ville. Darling,
So good thing we're here early because now we have to queue. We have this 207 number to buy a ticket for Lola. So hopefully it will be fast.
So you're going to Barcelona?
Hello. Hello.
Votre sécurité lors de la descente du tronc, prenez garde. En sus objetos personales. Por su seguridad al bajar del tren, tengan cuidado con la altura de la...
Guys, we freaking made it. We made it! Oh my god, I'm so happy. Now we just need to get out of here. Get the hell out of here. So we are now in my Airbnb apartment for just one night. It's very cute, modern, but it actually looks better than it is. Excuse the mess. It's beautiful. Nice bathroom, but for just one night, I'll definitely be using bathroom. I need to wash my body. And definitely sleeping. Watching TV, I'm not sure. And Lola actually doesn't drink tap water in Barcelona, even though she was begging for my water. So I gave her bottled water, but she wouldn't touch tap water. So I think this is a telltale sign not to drink tap water in Barcelona, because dogs are usually very smart. And now she's already making a mess, as you can see. Good job, you had your dinner. Lola, you've been such a good girl, I'm so happy. Now it is evening, we just went to do some business. And I realized, guys, I haven't had coffee all day. And now it's, I guess, nearly 5 p.m. Which is crazy because I'm tired and I need caffeine, so we're gonna try to get some things there and hopefully also get some drinking water, because neither of us want to drink the tap water here and we're not even fussy usually. First impression from Barcelona, I've been here probably 4 times and I love it. And you know right now what I love being here in December, that it's dry. The sky is blue and it's just so nice and comfortable to be around just wearing a hoodie. A lot of Spanish people, of course, are wearing like proper jackets, but me, like, this is so nice. I love it. I love the weather. This is what they do in Spain to show that you can do your business here. So Lola, you're really welcome to do it now. We had a really nice nap together. I allowed her on the bed because today she spent over 9 hours on the train in the bag, and it was super stressful today actually, because when we got to Paris we had 2 hours between our trains. And I thought, oh, it's plenty of time to get to another train station, which is only 10 minutes away, and then get her a dog ticket that she needed. So traffic was extremely bad. So it took like half an hour instead of 10 minutes to get to another train station. And then when we got to the Gare Lyon, the station to go to Barcelona, the queue to get pet ticket was also super long, because you had to go into like this little information room, press a button, get a code, and wait like another 45 minutes to just buy one ticket, because you can't buy in a machine, and I couldn't buy it online. It's just, you can only buy it in person. I think you can also buy it over the phone, so that was probably, I could have saved time doing it. At the counter we had a bit of an argument, because the woman kept telling me that no dogs are allowed on the Spanish trains, and I said yes, the rule says this is the bag and they should fit it in. So she had no idea about the rules. She had to call her manager. They had to go double check everything. So that took another 10 minutes. And finally they're like, oh yeah, if she fits, that's fine. So I paid 15 euros for her ticket, ran to the platform. Literally the doors closed right behind us. We just ran into the last carriage. And then I just had this anxious feeling, oh my God, maybe I'm on the wrong train. So I asked somebody next to me, is this going to Barcelona? They're like, no, it's not going to Barcelona. And I was freaking out, thinking that, oh my God, this is the last thing I need after everything has been so well. And the train was packed, like literally packed. We were sitting on the floor, next to the doors, on the stairs, like surrounded by many bags. People are everywhere. It's just like war zone for some reason. So I was thinking of different ways to find out, obviously, where the train is going. Nobody speaks English. It's too cramped to go through the train. There is no electronic screens, and obviously I can't just leave Lola in a bag and my luggage there as well. So I was just completely stuck. Went to the toilet like once, and then I was looking on my Google Maps, seeing that we are going south. So I was a bit relieved. Okay, this is good. We are going at least south. So somehow maybe we can change to go to Barcelona. And then I had another idea to look at departures from my station, original station, and to see if the platform next door where I'm going, basically trying to find out what's my destination. And when I looked at departures from Paris, there was not a single train to Barcelona. So I was freaking out, thinking that, so there was no trains to Barcelona. So did I jump on the right platform? And why I'm on a train that doesn't go to Barcelona but goes in direction to Barcelona? So it was really stressful. Finally, after about 3 hours going south, there was a Spanish man who kept smoking on every break, who kept coming out to smoke. And I heard him speak in Spanish. I was like, yes, somebody can understand me, because I don't speak French, but I do speak Spanish. So I was asking him like, oh, what suggestions do you have? Because I need to go to Barcelona. He's like, this part of the train is not going to Barcelona, but the other part is going to Barcelona. I was like super confused. So what he told me is basically it's a crazy long train. The back of the train, the one I jumped in because I was pretty much almost late, that stops in France, the last stop. Then they detach it, and then the front goes to Barcelona. So it's super confusing. And because I was on the very back, I think there was about 8 or 9 carriages, and you can't go through again because it's completely packed. And even when it got less crowded, it was still too packed for me to go with my massive suitcase Lola. Once I found out that the front of the train is going to Barcelona, I literally had like 4 stops to make it to carriage every stop. So first stop, after I found out that my train is going to Barcelona, I have to take the luggage, take Lola in the bag, run during the little stop, which is like a minute or two, to the next carriage, basically. Then the next stop would be, and then I would run to the next carriage. It was just crazy. And the annoying thing is that when the person who was checking the tickets was looking at my ticket, and I realized obviously I'm not going to Barcelona at that point, I showed him and he's like, oh yeah, this train is not going to Barcelona. He could have just hinted me somehow that you're just not in the right part of the train and you should come out and go to the front. So it was just super crazy, stressful. In the end, we made it. So half of my journey, for probably 3.5 hours, I was sitting on the floor surrounded by just dirt and bags with Lola. It was just really hot and uncomfortable, but it was okay because I was more worried about where we're going, the wrong direction. And then for the next 2 hours, I was spending half an hour in one carriage without any seat, just like next to the doors, waiting for the next stop to come out and run forward again. So, oh my God, but we made it. I'm so grateful for that Spanish man, because if it wasn't for him, I would just probably come out of the train and just not even realize that it does go to Barcelona. So yeah, lesson learned. Before we got on that train, we were actually very lucky to go from Calais to Paris in a first class train again, because I just don't even know where I'm going. I just got into the carriage, there is no seat number, and I was like, this is nice. And again, they looked at my ticket, it's like, yeah, go. I feel like some Spanish and French, they don't care. They're pretty careless. They're like, oh well, just get in the train, you know, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so I had a really beautiful part of the journey in this first class romantic French, all like carpeted train. And then for the next few hours after changing the train, we were on the floor grinding. So if you're traveling from Paris to Barcelona, make sure go very, very, very forward so that you don't get detached on the way to Barcelona and stay behind in France. Yeah. Go. So slippery. Yeah. Good morning, this is our view today. Not a cloud, nice and sunny. Lola, exploring the beautiful sunny views. So nice. Lola, you love the sunshine, huh? She had such a nice sleep last night. The funniest thing, in this apartment building, there's a mirror on the ceiling. So the first time Lola looked up, she was like, oh, barking at herself, not realizing that it's you. Yes, it's double coffee, because they're so small. So I had to carry it like this and hold Lola. A bit of a challenge, but we like. Papa! This is Lola, sunbathing, Spanish winter, loving it. Yes, Lola, you love it here? Now you're a bit hot. Yeah, I know. plus 21 today. So we had really nice time together. I was there for about 10 days or almost 2 weeks with Lola, my grandma, my parents, my cousins, my auntie, my uncle, so quite a lot of family. I didn't really film too much personal stuff because again, it's just personal, but Lola had the best time at the beach. There are certain rules to travel back to the UK, so I had to go to a vet in Spain where they checked her health. They were checking if she was okay, and then they gave her a couple of pills against certain parasites and also against fleas and ticks that I had to give her before she was entering the UK border. But that was very, very quick. The vet was lovely, so she was perfectly healthy to go back to the UK. We're now in Barcelona in another dog-friendly hotel because my family left. So this one is very cute because it's a proper dog-friendly hotel, and they even have a bed and a massive bowl for water and food for Lola. So this is very sweet. I'm not sure if she'll sleep there. Maybe it smells of other dogs, but it's a really cute hotel. It's right next to the station, 5 minutes as well, and it's actually much cheaper than the place I stayed with before. So yeah, Lola is having a little sniff. Very cute room. We are on the 6th floor. Quiet. Looks like this. And then I'll show you the bathroom. It's also quite nice. There we go. And the hotel name is Catalonia Roma. I will link it below if some of you want to stay here, but I love this touch. It's so nice for Lola to have her own little space. Now we're taking the metro in Paris. I'm not sure about the rules. I think she has to be muzzled, but she's in a bag. If they're being picky, I can just close it. And we're taking 2 stops to Gare du Nord, waiting for the train. Just 2 stops from Gare Lyon, which is perfect. And then we have about 25 minutes to walk around, get a coffee. It's not the proper metro, it's like a kind of rail station, like overground. Get Lola checked. There's quite a few pups and there's Frenchie. We are links in the chain. We are links in the chain. An important wagon on a moving train. In this we're all the same. Alright, we made it to Folkestone. We're just waiting for our London train. Lola is going crazy. I think she's just super hungry. So am I. I haven't had much of my meals today because I cooked all this fish and it was quite smelly. So somebody's gonna have big dinner, but I think she's also confused about the temperature change because it's pretty cold. Put a jacket on Lola because she was a bit shivering, and I'm also freezing. Links in the chain.